It's pretty good, don't it? Stay tuned, I'll show you how. If you're like me and you have a 2016 to a 2020 Toyota Tacoma, and your shift ball looks like this, if your shifter knob looks like this, if you're disgusted with how puny it makes you feel inside your hand, your manly-like hands, or hell, maybe you just decide, you know what, I need something a little bit better than this, because this ain't gonna cut it. Or, in my case, you were worried somebody who was going to be moving your vehicle might accidentally put it in the wrong gear and it be in a bad situation and cause damage to your vehicle or the people around it or the other things. So you decided it's time to make a change. But let me just explain to you how easy this is. First thing you want to do is do your due diligence and do your research. I ran across a thread forum, which I have linked below, that told all these details and how all these guys changed this, so that way I know how to do it and where to look. Next thing I ended up doing was realizing, well, I need the right kind of ball, the right gearing pattern ball. So what ended up happening was, first thing I done was went to an online reseller. I went online to buy it from there, and it says it was out of stock. Didn't know when it'd be available, and I was like, this ain't gonna work. So what I do, I snapped a picture of that. I sent it to the retailer and said, I need a ball with this kind of pattern. What kind of options do you offer? Now, I did go online on the web page, but I couldn't specifically find that specific one. Well, they ended up sending me a link to every single one they had pretty quickly, within an hour, saying, here's all the ones we have and the size you need. Then, after figuring which shifter ball I was going to buy, I purchased it. Then after purchasing it, I realized that I needed to go get some other tools and parts. So let me just show you what come with the one that I bought. The specific ball that I ordered with the ball, the insert, and the lock nut. Subsequently, I did a 19mm because that's what fits the jam nut. I got red, which is a little darker, way darker than, well, I won't say way, but a little darker than what it seems like in this actual video, but it's a little darker, and I got red because it matches the truck. Next thing you have to have I had for this install is this grommet. As you can tell, this grommet, you see the ridge in the middle of it, inside of it. Now they make different one of these. The one on the link below, so the one that was actually linked in the forum, shows a different size. I didn't feel that size was correctly right, but this I did also buy it at a different store. This right here is the part number and the size of the grommet in which I'm going to use in this installation. So here's how you remove the boot. Grab the boot right here at the chrome piece. Twist it clockwise, just a little bit. Come right off. Once it's separated, grab the shift ball, twist it off. I want you to be alerted that, and you can't see it in the video, you can. Right down in the bottom of this shift knob right here is a 4-way screw. I guess in the event you want to change and keep the actual piece, you probably could. But in the event, future reference, right down the bottom is a 4-way screw. You could probably take that insert out. However, I will not be using that insert or this shifter ball. Now with your new shifter ball secured and you're ready to make this installation, first thing you want to do is take your grommet, fit this over this shifter ball, push it all the way down as far as it'll go, like this. As you can tell, it's going to push up and it's going to try to pull this off. But basically what you want to do is push it down just enough at the bottom here, and it'll squeeze and make it a little bigger. Push this thing down just enough, circle it all the way around. Then you want to take this piece right here, you want to pull it up over this a little bit so it looks flush. So the way I went about getting the grommet in there, pushed it all the way down. One hand holding this down, the other one I grabbed this ring right here and I just pulled it up at the ring till it seated right where I wanted, which is great. Now you can't always take the inside of this, evidently, according to the thread form. This chrome ring, you can actually take it off and remove this dash console piece here and pull that out and remove that piece and tuck this down if you want. I chose not to. Could always sand this part right here down. It's got a little rough mark on it. I could sand it down, put a little paint on it, but I'm not really worried about it that much. You're probably not either. If you are, you're more welcome to do so. Next thing you want to do is take your jam nut. Your jam nut is this one. Put this jam nut on. Now I know you're going to be tempted to thread all the way down. You'll have to move it, trust me, don't do it that way. Put it on there, pull it back up a little bit, and I'll show you why. Next thing you're going to want to do is take your insert, thread your insert on here. Jam nut, thread inserts on. So what I'm going to do is take your new shifter ball, line it up with that thread insert that you just had, thread it on there. See how it's thrown? That's the reason why you don't want that jam nut all the way down there like that. Now since both of these nuts underneath here are pretty close to each other, and as you can tell I can still move them. What you want to do is you want to spin this around, of course. Line this bad boy up where it's supposed to be. Then your jam nut won't move. Don't take a wrench and go to twist that. Because what happens is this one's trying to thread up, the ball insert's trying to thread down. See it? So if you twist this and you twist it on that, you're going to lock it in there and it's not going to come off. That's what you got to do. And like that, so I need it turned about that much. See, take the ball off. And it turned around just a little bit. So I'm going to use my finger right here as a mark. Pull it upside down. Twist it all the way back around about right there. Then I'm going to hold this down. Tighten that jam nut up just a little bit against that so it won't move. Then I'm going to put this shifter ball back on. Much better, ain't it? After the shifter ball is on where you want it, and it's setting the way you want it inside the vehicle, it's right where you want it. Make sure it's straight. Or if you want it turned sideways, turn it, make it sideways. Stick your wrench on here. Take that wrench on that jam nut. Other hand secure and hold the ball and take the jam nut and twist it to loosen it. So you'll twist it to the left. You twist it down that way till it secures it. Now it's secure. It's not moving at all. It's right where you want it. Now that your new shift knob is finally installed, you never have to worry about anybody ever not knowing where the reverse is located in your vehicle or questioning your manhood. That being said, guys, please leave comments, likes, pointers, things that you feel that should have been addressed that wasn't addressed. Good, the bad, the ugly. Thank y'all for watching. As always, your rig, your call.